Today's ride begins the 5th year that I've owned the MT09. It was a birthday gift from Karen, and the time has gone by so fast. 5 years have come and gone. Now, we've been lucky enough this summer to have some real nice group rides. I've gone on some individual rides. I've gotten to ride all the bikes. It has just been a wonderful summer. But like everything, pretty soon fall is going to be here. And it's going to be time to get ready for those slippery leaves. But I always have a saying, I like to ride every day I possibly can. But we're still in a time of year where you have to check the thermometer, you have to check the weather report. It starts off being a little nice in the morning, but boy, by noontime is it hot. So the trick is, we always get out early and try to find some shady roads. But of course, first thing is move all the motorcycles around, pre-flight the bike, feed the fish, take care of the farm, pick the watermelons, feed the giraffe, and then we finally get to go out on the open road. We have had a really hot summer this year, and it's nice to see it's cooling off a little bit. I really enjoy the cool weather a lot more than the hot weather. If I had a choice, it's always better to be cold than hot. Don't ask me why. Anyway, clean the bike up. We always have our routine in the morning. Karen's checking the weather for me. She's got an extra cup of coffee brewing up there, so I'll get out on the open road. I won't be falling asleep at the switch here, but it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. And it's a good thing we're starting off the 5th year on a real positive note. We have had a lot of fun with the farm this year. We've had great luck growing flowers. We've had fresh flowers every morning. And it's just been, the fish are as happy as can be. And we've had so many nice group rides and great get-togethers. It's just been a good year. And I don't want to jinx it or anything. In fact, I'll get a couple nice fresh flowers for Karen while she's in there making me a final cup of coffee. And look at these beautiful zinnias. But anyway, the weather report is it's going to be beautiful today. And look at a blue sky and a little bit cloudy, but a little bit cooler than it's been normally. And we can't wait to start off the 5th year. I always think that a new bike, like a new girlfriend, you don't see it completely clear. But as years go by, you start to see what's really important, what really works, and what doesn't work. And I realized in riding the first 1,000 miles I rode the bike right in the beginning, I knew this bike was going to suit my needs beyond what I expected in the beginning, even better. And the only thing left was to customize it and make it my own. And I remember those first 2 years, it was just about 2 years that I was modifying the bike to suit my needs. I did some windshield treatments that I didn't like, then I finally found what I liked. I modified it, I added pieces to it, and all of the little things Vlad got me, the carbon fiber fender and the hugger. I remember polishing up the exhaust, custom logos from John Pothier, we worked on that for a while, and just recently the seat cowl, one of a kind. All that stuff, every step, every custom part of this bike is somewhere on the channel if you just search MT09 and the subject you're looking for. One of the things that appealed to me right away was how versatile the bike was. It feels much lighter than it really is, very nimble, quick steering. I'm not so sure everybody would like that combination, but for me it worked out perfectly. The wide bars, plenty of leverage when you're in
trying to turn the bike around on a tight street. And all of the things, the quiet exhaust. And I've heard MT09s that have louder exhaust, more rumbly exhaust, and I'm glad I stuck with the stock exhaust to ride up in this area where I ride. Now, in those first years of riding a bike, gas was, at least in our part of the country, super expensive. Like buying caviar. It's a little bit better now, but when I check the mileage, and I check it often and regularly, it seems to level out at just about 50 miles a gallon. And to me, that's a real nice advantage. And when I added the quick shifter, that was like $120 part right from Yamaha. That changed the whole way I enjoyed a bike. Just going through the gears, it's just so much fun. And every time I stop and take a picture of this bike, I stand back and look at it and I think, wow, I really think, to me, it's a pretty cool looking bike. Now, the traction control on this bike, I think, is really good. Now, I don't have any other bikes to compare it to, but I could feel that traction control kick in, and it has saved my bacon. And I've even shown how you can look at your rear tire and see that the traction control has kicked in. Did it on a previous video. But the big thing for me is how many things the bike does well. I want to take a nice relaxing ride some days. Some days I'm just not in the mood to be too aggressive. And I have just enjoyed burning up a tank of fuel on this bike and just enjoying the scenery. And it's comfortable. And I'm amazed at the seat. It doesn't look comfortable. It looks thin in the back. It isn't. I don't know how they do that. I wish I knew how to do that, to be honest. The radar detector makes the bike just that much more fun to ride, because you always know what's coming up around the next corner before you get there. And the tail tidy worked out great. Painting a lot of the flat black parts blue worked out to my favor. I liked it. And to me, a bike that you're not attracted to is not as good as a bike that you think is kind of cool or kind of cute or whatever. The scoops, getting rid of the screws in the scoops. There's a million little details I worked on to clean this bike up. Now, in this area where I like to ride, do a lot of my riding, I just love these back roads. There is just something, I don't know, I never get sick of riding them. You can ride them at rush hour traffic and there's no traffic on them. It's amazing. And they're just as nice as could be. And when it's really hot, it's not hot today, but when it's hot, nice and shady and cool. And as we enter year 5, the only issue I've had with the bike, the only issue, have been 2 flat tires in the first year I had the bike. I picked up 2 nails, never got stuck on the open road, found them both as I was pre-flighting the bike, and saved my bacon. That's why I pre-flight the bike. And we're well into testing this set of Michelin 6s that I have on a bike now that I got from Vlad. They seem to be wearing well, but again, that's an ongoing test, and I'll report fully on the day we swap them out for new ones. This is the only bike I have that has ABS, and I'll be honest, the first time it saved my bacon, the first time, and it was a deer. A deer ran out in front of me, and I did a, I don't know what. I'm a believer in ABS. Another really nice thing, the ride modes on this bike are really suited well to the way I ride and where I ride. And we're coming up soon on the fall part of the year where the roads are going to get slippery and full of wet leaves, and the safety features will kick in. Now, the day never even got too hot, but it's time to get back on Route 80, make that boring ride back to the farm, and see what Karen's been doing, what she's cooking, what she's doing. Is she picking tomatoes? Whatever. No, it's absolutely beautiful out here. Just sit on a porch and have some nice coffee. What a day. What a day. Could not have been nicer. Always be just wonderful to be back from a ride. Nice and cool today. The weather couldn't have been nicer. So I hope you did enjoy sharing this ride with us. It was a good one. And it marks the beginning of 5 years of owning the MT09. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button if you did, and thank you so much for watching.